This video will show you how to make a shrink wrap packaging in Blender. Please watch it up to the very end. In the description of this video, I've already put a link for you to download the model we are to use for this tutorial. When you open Blender, first press Delete to delete the default cube. Go to File, then click on Append to append the model. Browse for the Can model file you've just downloaded, then click on it. Among these folders, look for Mesh, then click on it to open it. Now select this cube file and click on Append to append the Can model. You can now see that we have our Can model in place. Select it and click on this Z to go to a top view. Press Shift D then Y then -2 to duplicate it along the Y. Press Shift R to repeat the action. Select all of them and press Shift D then X then 2 to duplicate them to this side. Press Shift R to repeat the action 4 times. Press Shift A and go to Mesh, then add a cube. Click on this Z to go to a top view, then press G to move it somewhere here in the middle of the cans. Press S to scale it up, making sure you cover all the cans. Press S then Y to scale it down along the Y. Click on this Y to go to a side view, then activate X-ray visibility and press S then Z to scale it down along the Z. Now go to the modifier properties and add a subdivision surface modifier. Increase the viewport levels to 4, then switch it to simple. Click on this icon to switch to wireframe view, then click on this Z to go to a top view and select all the cans. Press Ctrl J to join them into one object. Now select this cube and click on this icon to switch back to solid view. Come back to the modifier properties and go to Deform, then add a shrink wrap modifier. Under Targets, select these cans. Now you can see that our mesh is shrink wrapped to the object. Increase on the viewport levels to 5 to give it more geometry. Now click here on Add Modifier and go to Generate, then add a subdivision surface modifier. Increase its viewport levels to 2. But as you can see, some parts of the cans are not well covered by our wrapping object. So to fix that, come here under Offset and increase on it slightly until everything is covered. Now that everything is covered, come here to the first subdivision surface modifier and click on this drop-down arrow, then apply the modifier. Apply the shrink wrap modifier as well. Click on this X to go to a side view, then press Tab to go to the edit mode. Press Ctrl R and scroll to add 2 edge loops here. Press Ctrl R again and add 2 edge loops to this side as well. Now select these vertices from this side and hold Shift to select these other ones on this side as well. Press Delete, then delete faces. Now press Tab to go back to the object mode. Click on this icon to deactivate X-ray visibility. And now we're done. You can now switch to the render preview and go ahead to work on your scene further in render. Thank you so much for watching up to now, I really appreciate. If you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you never miss out on our latest content. Also, let us know what you want us to teach you about Blender in the comments. I promise we'll make a video. Have fun animating. I sign out.